Hello and welcome to QED Stata Part 3, and we're starting from S19. So we're going to go back to the WDI interface and select data on these variables for the past 25 years. So first of all, GDP per capita. I need to select the countries again, so countries and all. And then I'll go for series. It's taking a while. Okay, there we are. And hopefully you've tried yourself to find these, so if you've not done it, pause it and think to yourself, how are you going to find data on these different things using the way that the data is laid out? So hopefully you've done that, so I'll show you how to do it. So I would use the filter, and you want, because it says is constant dollars, so it's going to try to remove the effects of inflation, and it's within aggregate indicators, like that. So that should bring you up the two things we're having, GDP constant and GNI. We'll go for the GDP today. Like so. And then next one, GNI has got some superior characteristics, but unfortunately for many countries it wasn't recorded very systematically in the past, so you end up with big gaps in data. So we'll stick with GDP per capita for this session. Then literacy as before. So that's in educational outcomes. So get rid of that. Education, as someone once said. Past, I think. Okay. Outcomes is literacy. As always on these videos, this is like, just don't watch the ones that are interesting or useful. If this is all too obvious, just zoom on. So that's selected that. It's got literacy, and then all these school enrolments. So that's participation. So primary gross and net, secondary gross and net, female gross and net secondary. So all of those are going to be under participation. And then we'll start with S for school enrolments. School enrolment, primary gross, primary net, secondary gross, secondary net, and then female gross, secondary, female gross net. Okay, that's all the one ones, I think. Sorry about that. Okay, adjust the layout so the table looks like this. So as before, actually no, I'm going to do it slightly differently this time. This time we want the countries and the years to be going down in rows like that. So apply the changes first. Oh god, yes, go select some years. It doesn't really matter which years we select, because we're not actually going to be downloading this data, because all we're doing this for is to find the variable names which we want to use. Layout. So you want the only thing you want in the columns is the actual variables themselves. So, and then the countries and years are going to go down this way. So if you think about it, that means that the series you can put at the top and say, okay, I want those to be in the columns. Now I want the countries and the years to be in the rows, but oops, like that. So you should get each country in the row, and then for each country you have years like that. So let's see if that looks similar. Takes a while to rearrange it. Yeah. So you've got Afghanistan and then all the years here, Albania and then all the years here, Algeria and then all the years there. If you're really going to download this, you should have put, or I should have put time and then all the years, because when we download in a minute into stata, we'll just get all the years there are. So that will just go back to variables to select time every year. But anyway, that's the way we want the data laid out. But the point of doing this at the moment is just to get hold of the codes. So it says here, by clicking those bits, you can get the codes for each variable. So for it says here, if you click that, this thing pops up, and there's the code you need. So if you're doing this yourself, you just need to copy into a text file or copy somewhere else those exact codes for each thing. And then in a minute, we'll put that command into stata. So you need codes for those variables there all the way to the end. But I've made it easy, but I think I've given it to you in the notes anyway, so this time you don't have to. Yeah, I'm going to provide them. And yeah, by the way, this form of data layout is called long form. But the only things in the columns are the actual variables. And then in a each variable has got a single column. There's not a variable that we don't have like literacy in each year separately. You have literacy in all the years in one long column, and that's called long form. And that's the way that stata is set up, and many other stats programs are set up to analyze data over time from in that long form. And you can use some particular commands when it's in that form. Okay. So next we'll add on to your version of stata, or make sure you have added on this extension called WB Open Data. But we'll do that in the next video, I think. So thanks for watching.